quick coding challenge for game devs. You're a game dev and your game designer has asked you to design a cooking mechanic. They want a customer to come in, order something, the player has to take the order, make it, and then serve it back to the customer. You make it, think about how you're going to make it. They show it to the publisher, and the publisher loves it. The publisher wants 20 new recipes by the end of the week. How fucked are you? Be honest. I'm going to assume that you did the worst thing you could do, and you put everything inside of an if-else block. As you start to add more recipes to this if-else block, you start to notice that your clean logic from before is getting really complicated and things are starting to get really hairy. Also, the game started to lag randomly and you're not entirely sure why. You're trying to clean it up, but you realize that refactoring the make dish logic turns into changing the serve dish logic, which means that you're going to change the order taking logic, which ends up breaking the way that the UI updates. And now you're undoing like half of the game loop. Everything sucks. But don't worry, I have a solution for you. Instead of putting it in an if else block, what if we tried to use the factory design pattern? Here's what I would do. First, I'd create a kitchen, a system that handles making food. How does the kitchen know what it can make? It's easy. We'll just give it a menu, a registry of available dishes. And now, when an order comes in, the kitchen just checks the menu. If the item's on there, it knows that it can make it. At first glance, you might be like, that's exactly where we started. What if the publisher adds another 20 dishes next month? Do we go back into the menu code and manually add each one? No. Each dish we make is going to add itself to the menu at the start of the game. When the game loads, all the dishes are going to register their name and their recipe into the menu. So the menu is going to build automatically at the start of the game. That way we can avoid lag. The player doesn't care about how to make the dish or even whether it's possible. Their only job is going to be to take the order. The kitchen doesn't care exactly how the dish is going to be made. It's just going to focus on whether it can make the dish in the first place or not by checking if it exists in the menu. And the exact instructions on making each dish are going to be specific to each dish. So the player will take an order, the kitchen looks it up on the menu points to the dish has the instructions on how it should be made, passes that back to the kitchen then makes the dish, returns the dish to the player, and the player serves it to the customer. If the publisher orders 20 more menu items next month, all you're going to have to do is create the menu items. The order taking, the serving, all of that is taken care of. You don't even need to add a dish to the menu. That's taken care of too. Everything is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, taken care of, and you don't lose your job. You're welcome.